Hi, I'm Hally and I am pleased to have the opportunity to tell you about a recent fundraiser I ran for the park in my hometown, Preston, Iowa.
December 1st, 2018, $500 was raised to be used for renovations on Preston's Peppermint Park. This large sum was raised by hosting a kids' shopping day. A woman who I had come to know over the summer by working together at the Preston Times, Patty, presented the idea to me. Patty had done this before in a neighboring town, and the way she described it really appealed to me. Knowing Preston Park Committee's next step was to renovate Peppermint Park, I decided this would be the perfect cause to help out. What was the kids' shopping day? The idea of it was to provide a store-like experience filled with items that had a homemade touch for the kids to buy as Christmas gifts for their friends, teachers, families, and even pets, each for just $1. It was a creative yet very challenging fundraiser. The first step which needed to be taken was in a financial direction. How would the supplies we needed to create the gifts be purchased? Well, Patty helped me apply for a Thrive in Action team, which granted the project a $250 gift card. Although $250 seems like a lot, it was actually quite a stretch. The mindset when shopping was to only buy essential equipment and materials and to try and spend less than $1 on each individual item, so more money was not spent than what would be made. Many of the items and supplies to be used were mine or Patty's personal items or were donated by other community members. Some of these items included rubber stamps, paper, old puzzles and Scrabble pieces, knickknacks from around the house, and even toilet paper rolls, all which became an important part of the creating process.
Now that the finances were in check, the next focus was on creating the gifts. After a few hours of working at our first what we called craft night, we looked down at the very few items we had assembled and decided we'd better get some help.
Luckily, there was a handful of community members who helped make the 1,000 or so gifts, all within a month's time.
The day of the kids' shopping day presented an odd feeling within me. It was a mixture between pride, excitement, and a lot of nervousness. What if no one shows up? What if everyone does and we run out of gifts? Did we forget anything? I didn't have much time for my negative thoughts though. Kids started piling through the doors right as it hit 9 o'clock. The system we had set up in my church's basement began running smoothly right away.
Parents waited in the waiting area or headed upstairs to check out more aspects of Preston's holiday festival while their little shopper took care of their holiday gift lists. The young shoppers first paid $1 for every 2 From tag they had. Then, their shopping assistant placed the tags on a tray and guided them around the store to pick out what they wanted. They were allowed to pick out one present for each tag. Once the shopper was satisfied with their choices, the gifts were brought to the wrapping table to be bagged and ready to put under the Christmas tree.
As the event began to wind down around 12:30, a half hour after what had been scheduled, I flopped into a chair, realizing how tired I was from running around all morning. I began to count the money, trying not to get my hopes up, as our goal was to break even with the money which Thrive had donated. I began counting. 100, 150, 220, 350. We made $500 for our community's kids. It was awesome to be such a big part of such a great cause. The past 2 years, I've also been a part of the Big Brothers Big Sisters program and the Jackson County Youth Philanthropy Board, and in return, I've learned a lot about the youth in my community. Living in one of the poorest counties in Iowa, the feeling which comes with bettering my town was irreplaceable.
I am extremely grateful for this experience. Seeing the kids' faces light up as they found the perfect ornament for Grandma, or the determination as they decided whether Mom would rather have a Santa or a star, made the day all the more special.
I decided this topic for my video because it's something that's pretty special to me. I thought it pertained to business as well, as I had to handle finances, advertise the idea, make connections with people to help and or support the project, and finally, I pursued something that I felt strongly about. I feel this project provided the perfect opportunity to show you how I mix my passion with my drive to get things done. If I were to win this scholarship, it would help me immensely, as I am completely responsible for paying for my education. Kirkwood Community College would be my first step to obtain a liberal arts degree. Then I plan to transfer to Iowa State University to study journalism as well as advertising. These studies will increase my communication and business skills further and put me to success as I move into a career. Thank you for your time and for considering me, Hally, for the lead roster B2B Sales and Marketing Scholarship.